welcome back to another episode of Journey Through the Darkside. I'm Daniel.
I'm Simon.
And we're joined once again by Elijah.
He
welcome
won't
back.
leave.
We tried trying to get him out of here. He said he's been throwing a whole month. He's like, I'm here. He's been sleeping on this couch.
So you guys want me here? And
he came dressed for. We didn't point it out last week, but he did come dressed for the show.
He is. He's got this whole month is going to be like Taker month, and guess what? This dude, I didn't come dressed at all. I'm not even a horror related shit. So
kind of crappy.
Really, I threw off the whole thing.
Man, hipster.
What is the event we're looking at tonight?
In Your House 15, a cold day in hell. I told you last week that it was coming. It is. Look,
it's a little chilly.
It's a little chilly in parts of town right now. It's getting into that good weather.
Oh, loving it.
Loving
it. Getting that hoodie weather.
But I know it's like October. So
it's October. Yeah,
So May 11th, 1997, from Richmond, Virginia, the Richmond Coliseum. Attendance figures. Anyone want to take a guess?
Okay, this has got to be even lower. I'm gonna say 6,000. I'm gonna steal his from last time. What do you think?
About 5,000.
Well, he said 8,000 last time.
Oh, he said last time it was 6. Okay, probably 6,000. Okay, 6,000.
Like 5,500. I'll go.
Man, like a
yeah.
exact.
You can see the wall, if I remember correctly here. Like you can see the actual wall of the building. What was it?
You guys are way off.
Oh,
9,000.
9,000.
Yeah.
Business is down.
Business is up
now.
now.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
They had to come back. I mean,
well, at the Revenge of Taker, like shit. That's a good show. We'll definitely buy the next one.
That's some good shit.
Good shit. Good shit, pal. So, we don't have to worry about the main event because we are talking about the main event tonight. The main event,
the
world title match: Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker.
What?
Now, here's the thing.
This is my poserness because this is 23 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Austin's first official title shot? World title shot?
Well, not counting the final four, but yes, as far as one-on-one, this is his first one right here.
Still early in his Austin 316.
Oh yeah, still early. And that's the weird thing about this match too is, don't get me wrong, he is red hot. He's fucking on fire, but the crowd still isn't 100% behind him yet.
I was gonna say
you're hearing more Taker.
It's still so surreal to hear that glass break and nothing.
Yeah, mildness. I mean, it really is crazy.
But I will tell you this real quick. I think I might like this Austin right now better than the rocket on his back straight to the moon Austin. Like, I don't know.
I do love this Austin. No, I agree.
This chasing the championship Austin, hungry, young, ready to whoop somebody's ass, I think is a better, meaner Stone Cold Steve Austin than once he had the title.
I agree. I'll agree with that. There is an interesting tidbit I want to throw out there, though.
Tidbit?
So they literally, Austin and Taker have met each other numerous times from here on out. Like, this is their first one-on-one encounter, but they will do it again and again and again and again over the next few years. But interesting enough, I read that this is actually the first of a May trilogy of matches they face each other at. In 2 years, at Over the Edge, they're going to be headlining the main event. And then 2 years beyond that, it's going to be Judgment Day in 2001, and they're going to be headlining again. So it's just kind of an odd, May trilogy of matches, even though they will also fight each other in other pay-per-views. But for some reason, May was a magnet for these two guys. So this is the first in the May trilogy of Austin Taker. There isn't, I repeat, isn't much build-up to this match at all. It is literally a good oldfashioned, Austin is top guy right now. He's working his way up. Just beat Hart at the pay-per-view previously. #1 contender. And guess what the champion is?
That's your build.
That's it. And truth is,
sometimes that's all you need.
Especially with Taker and Austin. I feel like even in this time, when Austin isn't quite Stone Cold yet, he's not the guy yet. He's on his way, and fans love him. He's not, the breakout guy yet. Still enough, because that crowd loved this fucking match. They were hot for this match.
So he wasn't a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy.
No.
And he wasn't the guy.
He wasn't the guy. Not the guy. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. So basically, I mean, the only build-up they really had to show the video package for the match was on Raw. Austin's right in his face. They're, doing a little chin wagging, and then he gives him the stunner, takes him down, gets right in his face when he's down, double burn him, and then Taker goes up, grabs him by the neck, gives him a choke slam, and that was pretty much your build, which that's really all you need. Honestly, the story around this match is more about the Hart Foundation. At this point, Bret Hart is injured, and yes, go ahead. I thought you were still doing the choke goozle thing.
No, sorry. No, I have a serious question.
Legit, go ahead.
Another 23-year-old poser question.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead.
Was the stunner pretty new at this point? because, man, they talked about it a lot.
You know, it really wasn't, because he was doing it, once he started doing the Stone Cold kick, like once he drops $1 Million Man.
Because I know he used to do it without
Yeah.
the kick.
Yeah, and he's at the kick, but he's still doing the slow version. He'll kick you, and then he'll walk up to you and just drop it.
Well, he did like a jawbreaker, and they're like, "Was that the stunner?"
Yeah, and the whole time it's like, "Come on, guys, you guys are better than that." And they're like,
But that's what I was thinking.
Well, that's a variation
Is
of
the
it.
stunner new now? Is it something because they just talk about it so much? It's like it's not like they go through the match and go that tombstone, that tombstone, that tombstone. But they're just always going on about that stunner. Like, man, when he puts on that stunner,
I think honestly they're trying to build him up as that credible threat as to so that way, even though this is kind of, and I don't want to downplay it at all, because it's a really good match. Even though it is kind of a filler pay-per-view, and it's a filler match, because once again, the story is more Austin versus the Hart Foundation, not Austin and Taker. So I feel like anybody with a brain knows Austin's not walking out the title. If you're smart, you know, okay, clearly they're building to Austin Hart down the road, and Taker's going to get the title. Right? He will be, one of these days.
But then
they're talking about, I think they're trying to be like, okay, well, if you know he ain't going to win it, you gotta at least make it look good. And I think that's what they're doing here, was just, trying to build it up that he is this, no pun intended, but he's a stone cold killer in that ring. And once he hits that stunner, you're out.
And the Hart Foundation and Brian Pillman.
I keep asking Pillman, and he keeps saying he's not part of the Hart Foundation, like as he's willing Hart out.
But they have to come down, and their fans is what they keep being referred to.
I love Lawler during this. They're just like, they're hitting the fan. He just hit a fan.
When Owen came over the barricade and he's just like calmly climbing back, Undertaker's like, nope.
Oh, yeah, I love that. And then when Bulldog tried to intervene, he pops Bulldog too. I'm just like, dude, this is awesome.
By the way, did you happen to catch any? Because you could kind of see it from the side. They didn't shoot a whole lot of it. There were people getting thrown out left and right.
I did not know
there was a group of people arguing with them.
The Hart. See,
shit.
You did notice.
You could hear some of the, and every once in a while the guys in the ring would even kind of like look over and.
I did notice that, and you can hear the fans talking, or the commentators would even kind of mention it. I didn't notice they got thrown out, but
yeah,
there's a couple of shots.
Later on, you can see security walking out with them.
See, it makes sense because there's a couple of shots when they looked over at him. You could see the Hart all the Harts are looking over in this direction. I'm thinking like.
And Neidhart's yelling at a security guard, and he's like, "Do your job, keep them back, keep them away from me."
So that's it, yeah.
So,
which makes sense too. Why they
honestly, I'm sorry that people got kicked out, but damn, that makes for.
Oh no, dude, the heat they had heat. Like you will never see that again today. And it makes sense too because I was about to complain, they'll nitpick a little bit about. They were fans with their tickets, but they came down the entrance ramp. And I'm like, well, sure. What fan does that?
Hey, like, somebody
got my tickets. Like, oh no, I'm not gonna go through the door. I'm gonna go around and come out, the entrance ramp.
Every time we went to an event, we got screwed because we just went through the hallway.
Yep, that's it. The whole time you guys could have went through the entrance ramp, But anyways,
been beat the fuck down.
So
it was an attitude error like that. It happened all the time.
No, so in this one, right off the bat, we got Austin right in Taker's face, and I love that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right off the get-go.
Barely talking to his chin. But
but he's going, dude, he's just giving it to him. Harts come out, and as they're getting ready, Owen goes to the other side, and Taker, for whatever reason, is like, I'm going to turn my back and talk to you. Gives Austin the opportunity, beats the shit out of him, still has his jacket on, still has his belt on, but then that's when he stops, he breaks away, pulls Owen over, beats the shit out of him, then Taker goes out there, breaks that up, and he goes back and knocks Owen back over.
You just see like Owen just calmly climbing back.
He's like, I'm just coming back. And I'm
just like,
enough, it really was an explosive opening. Now,
see what I thought? Hold on.
Oh, no, you're fine. No, you're good. This is what the show is.
We interrupt. This guy, if we don't.
Yeah, I'll run with no. Go ahead.
What I thought was kind of funny, even before the match started, like Undertaker's up on the stairs and he does like the.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Austin fucking got scared.
When he got out.
And like, that was
played it off.
That's funny because like, later on, like you would never see like
you wouldn't
camera on him. You wouldn't have seen Austin
the reaction.
And that must have been when he started doing that.
Yeah, this was the newer thing. Title Run, he was doing this. Boom.
I think he does it. I think he does it later too. Like Vader,
Vader jumps, and even Hart. Shawn Michaels will jump, but Hart doesn't later on at SummerSlam. But Hart does this thing where he looks at someone in the crowd and he says something. So he did a reaction to it anyway. But it is a funny thing right there.
Well, it's just like you would
about put my hat off.
Yep.
And then Lawler's like, what?
But it's like Austin. Like it's just like I said. Like later on, you would have with the camera on him, you would have never seen him react like that. Like he got fucking like legit. Like guess probably because he wasn't
legit.
He wasn't expecting that, but he like shook.
And that's the thing too. I mean, as you guys know, you guys been to live shows. You know that pyro is loud.
Yes.
You can feel the heat. So I can imagine if you're actually in the ring.
Well, not the crowds now, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the pyro was.
Oh,
you know.
Absolutely. And so I guarantee it, Austin felt that. I mean, that was one of those big booms too. So I guarantee that
used to be a thing.
Pyro.
Yeah.
Back in the good days. Back in the good old days. Unprotected chair shots and pyro. That's
You know what?
the name of my book.
AEW still runs tons of pyro with no fans.
There's like, you know,
it looks good on TV.
Tony, give us some more money. Let's do this. Blow this shit up. Now, I don't want to downplay this match.
Yes, you do.
Because last week we were talking about the Mankind Taker match. There was a shit ton of highlights I was picking from there. I can't really pull out a whole lot of highlights here. Early on, it's a strange amount of wrestling between Austin and Taker. These are guys who are known for their brawling, and they definitely work the leg or the knee quite a bit. Go ahead. No.
This is obviously just a couple of months prior to Austin's big neck injury,
which would change his style completely.
He was more of a, you know, I mean, he was still known. He was still more of a brawler at this time, but he was definitely known.
Oh yeah, no, I mean. You look at Stunning Steve and even the Ringmaster, he was definitely, you know, he's a technician and he's good at it.
Yeah.
But once he started in the Stone Cold character, though, he had more brawling.
Understandable, yeah.
And it seems like this is a weird one because you're just like, why are you going backwards here? But Taker was doing the same thing. Like, Taker was also throwing on.
It's weird for me to see Taker this style.
And so it was just like, but at the same time, I thought it still told a good story because even though, yes, they're technically faces, Austin's clearly more heelish in nature. Taker is still from the dark side. Like, you know, he's been thrown down with weapons even when he fought Bret Hart at Royal Rumble 96. Yeah. So it's like, neither one's above it, but it seemed like this is the one time they're going to have a pure contest. And they do go back and forth. And I'm not going to lie, by the end of this match, they are just throwing everything they have at each other. You can see the fatigue. And, you know, they're both tired. After that double clothesline, they're just laying there and they're like, what the fuck? Many near falls on both sides.
Well, he does the, like, I think Taker kicks him or hits him with a low blow, and then same thing. Like, why is the ref not
in front of the ref?
Referee don't, you know, he's like, yeah.
And then Austin like does it back to him, and like Earl Hebner fucking flipped him off.
So when Austin does it first, you know, everyone's like, don't do that. And he turns around, Austin's like right in the back of his head, right? Middle finger. Hebner never sees it. But then when Austin gets kicked and goes down, Hebner's just like, fuck yeah. I forgot about that. Oh my god.
Austin's like pointing at him and he's like,
no! Oh, I forgot about that. That was fucking awesome. There was a good highlight there. I didn't even realize it. So any other highlights before we get to
That's why we have special guests.
That's it. Special guests save our bacon for
that. That was like another one where it was like, why is the ref not disqualifying them?
And I feel like at this point, granted, you know, the argument can always just be like, you know, I know we're not technically attitude era, but it's like we're fucking close enough. And it's like clearly we're shifting in that tone. And it is almost like
nobody, whether we're talking in kayfabe terms or even just smarky terms.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a disqualification championship match.
And I feel like that's always going to be your argument. Is like the referee can always say like, well, look, they're going to go at it, and you guys paid money to see it. These fans paid money to see it. We're going to have a finish. You know, as long as no one
said that something about, you know, they're going to bend, if not just blatantly break the rules.
Yeah, McMahon says that. Yeah. So I mean, it does make sense. But like I said, I guess
I understand why you
I corneted it a little bit, and it's like, oh.
If you don't just book it as a no DQ, you
should. But once again, it's a minor complaint because this match is still fucking solid. Unless you guys got any other highlights from the match, I'll roll to the end.
I mean,
I would say, once again, not downplaying this match. It is solid, but it is mostly a wrestling match, and there's not really a whole lot of highlight reel stuff.
Except like then there was a part too where I don't remember. I think the Undertaker or Austin was pinning, and like Pillman like rang the bell.
Well, yeah. So we're at the end here, and Austin hits the stunner, and it's over. Taker's flat on his back. Austin rolls over, and as he gets on top of him, the bell is already ringing, and when the camera cuts, Pillman. And of course, referee's like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking to myself, buddy, your jurisdiction's in that ring.
McMahon's going like, wait, we don't do this for like 3 more months.
It's a fan. There's a fan fucking.
How's the fans get out?
I thought you were supposed to kick their ass.
You buy those tickets, man. You get like full power back in '97, boy. I mean, and so as Austin is now doing a little chin wagging himself, he turns around into a choke slam, and then gets picked up for a tombstone.
What about that choke slam sell?
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, Austin was. I loved it. Just a little minor thing.
Little detail, but it's great.
Fucking reverse.
I will say the tombstone sequence was really cool too, because Taker throws up for a tombstone. Austin kicks his legs, and he lands behind him, and he lifts him up for a tombstone.
You know, that should have been the only time he ever
holy
did that.
shit, he's gonna do it. And then Taker does it too. Back to normal, drops him. 1, 2, 3. Immediately following this match, the Hearts storm the ring, or at least the fans. The fans storm the ring. At least the ones that can, because Brett can't quite move right now.
Yeah.
The other 4 run in there. Now here's where, now get it, I know why. I'm about to say, like, I don't know why he did this. We know why. But it is interesting that they go over after Taker, all 4 of them. It's like, you hate both of them when you do 2 and 2. But we gotta have Austin alone so he can attack Hart. I get it. But at the same time, they all 4 swarm Taker to beat the shit out of him. But Austin's like, oh shit, Brett's alone. And he goes out there and takes him by his wheelchair, flips his ass. Takes his crutch, goes in there and cleans house. The only one that's left behind is Owen. He gets chokeslammed by a Taker. And then Taker turns around into a stone cold stunner. Bam, bam, bam. As the Hearts are going up the ramp, Austin does this. Grabs his crutch and falls him up there, to which Taker wakes up,
Swing it! Like,
yeah, and then he's like, fuck, and he starts chasing him out there, and we're out of time, we gotta go home, and it closed. And I'm like, this felt like a Monday Night Raw so fucking hard right there. And it's like, I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing, but it always entertained me as a kid, watching Monday Night Raw, and you're getting to that 11 o'clock, and you're like, oh shit, what are they gonna do, you know, and it's brawling, and it's getting crazy, you're like, oh shit, and it's like, guys, we're out of time, we'll see you next week. I'm like, no! And I was like, what the fuck?
But you tuned in next week to find out what happened.
And I feel like if you bought this pay-per-view, you'd be like, well shit, I gotta watch tomorrow night, see what happens.
I'm like NYPD Blue right after.
Exactly, it was right at Pacific Blue or Silk Stockings or whatever bullshit they had going on at the time. But they go,
and I'll repeat it till the day I die, which could be soon. I've seen the ending of every one of Texas Ranger.
We all have. We definitely all have.
Because they play that.
Yep, that's it. Because that lasts 2 or 3 minutes every single time.
It's always him in a bar.
Yep, that's it. And then they always have that cheesy laugh and little joke at the end, like, well, I guess we really saved the day this time, right, guys?
Yeah. Well, a pause cut.
Yeah, freeze frame. Producer Aaron Norris and Chuck Norris, and then it cuts into the credits.
Man, he even knows the credits.
Oh, yeah.
He got them all of it, DVD.
Oh, you better believe that shit. That's why I just got the Walker Texas Ranger 3-minute endings on DVD. That's all I need right there. So anyways, match is over. Simon, we'll start with you this week. Star rating and give us what you thought about this match.
This match, to me, was all beginning and finish.
Mm-hmm.
Middle, great.
Yeah.
Great. But as you said before, like there wasn't a whole lot of high spots, and what there was, we've already covered.
Yeah.
Not boring, because I don't know how to put this, because you said you weren't going to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Right.
Like, it kind of was, other than the fact that Austin legitimately won his #1 contender spot.
Yeah.
And this is where he was going to defend it, or and do it. Kind of unnecessary.
Filler match almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
A bit of a filler match, and also it really had nothing to do with Undertaker and Austin.
No. And that's will be the
It
theme.
was Bret Austin
Yep.
and Heart Foundation Austin, and I guess they had to get incapacitate the Undertaker too.
Yeah.
But so man, and also, dude, it sucks that this followed the last one.
Yeah.
Because that always really it shouldn't, but that will affect my score.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-star match.
2-star. Fair enough.
And again, it didn't really have a lot of build even to kind of save it for me.
Okay.
Which you didn't need it. Didn't need it.
No.
And but that's a solid. That's a very positive 2 stars. Don't get me wrong.
High 2 then.
Yes.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go 3 stars. Honestly, this match was pretty epic. I think the only reason it's not a 4-star match is because it does feel like the stakes aren't nearly as high. The fact that Taker doesn't even really need to be there. It feels like, why is this not Austin versus Owen or Austin versus Bulldog? And
Austin Pillman, man.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's like history writes itself there. So it's like, it just feels like it's incidental here. But at the same time, these In Your Houses, they were filler pay-per-views for the most part.
Yeah.
And we're building toward, or supposed to be building toward something else. It kind of gets sidetracked there too. But anyways, it was just like, well, we got no one to really fight Taker. And the thing is, right now, the heel roster isn't that deep as far as big main eventer guys. And the thing is, he's already fought most of them. So it's like, you don't want to do Hart just yet. Hart's injured anyway, so that don't matter. Austin's more your good guy, but it's like, okay, fuck it. We got to throw him, because that's really the only guy that's really left right now.
That's the thing. And we interrupt each other, sorry. But that's the thing, I wanted to bring up, and I just forgot to, when you were talking about his entrance.
Yeah.
Kind of getting that lukewarm reaction.
Yeah.
It's almost as if the WrestleMania thing was the double turn, they say.
Yeah.
But I feel like Hart
Didn't tap out.
went, his heel turn was evident immediately.
Yeah.
But Austin is still kind of like not a face yet.
Yeah. He's still doing heel shit.
It still took him quite a while to actually completely turn. And that's the only thing. Like I feel like I get the double turn storyline, and I think that's cool. But it's like it really wasn't as immediate as people may say it was.
Well, I feel like you were cheering for Austin just because Hart was clearly the bad guy, whereas it's like Austin's a bad guy too, but it's like, well, we're going to vote for him because he's better than Hart. He's more likable. So I'm saying 3 stars. Like I said, I think it was a solid match, entertaining. That's the thing. I really hate the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of highlights because it really was. I mean, there was no botches. It was good. It was fun. It was very competitive. I think that's the other thing too was the fact that it made, even though Austin was already a star at this point, it definitely made it look like, he definitely belongs in the main event scene, and this match definitely proves it. The wacky ending, I mean, I know you got to protect both guys, and I get that, but at the same time, I'm down on those, especially on pay-per-view. Well, if it's not going to lead anywhere either, it's not like this is going to advance Taker at all. It just kind of advanced Austin, but even this, it's like he was already feeling the Hart. It's not like they needed more fuel to the fire. So
arguably Hart's a bigger star than Taker.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just kept running with that.
And then on top of that, since this is an Undertaker show, it does pump Taker out a bit. He was literally defeated by Austin there. It would have been 1, 2, 3. He won had it not been for Pillman saving him. So it's just like even a hardcore Taker fan would be like, shit. He would have lost tonight. Like it's a good thing the Hart Foundation was there because if not,
he would have lost to Mankind.
Exactly, it went for Mankind. So that's what I'm saying. Taker's not having a great. He's coming out on top each time, but
now I've heard people say, and I could save it for the end, but it just coming to my mind like, people don't really highly, even though these matches are great. People don't really regard this Taker title run really highly.
Well, you know why though? We're watching it in its bubble. We're watching just Taker. When you watch the whole thing, it's like there's so much other shit going on that it's like he's getting overshadowed, unfortunately, by Austin, by Hart, by that whole thing. Shawn Michaels even. And so it's just like, even though people love Taker, and it's evident, when you watch these matches, these are great matches, and these are, it's a good storyline, it really is the second or third string to what you really care about. And I mean, it's unfortunate because it really does kind of,
because this is his first long-term title reign.
Exactly.
And it's
lasts more than a week, so. And so, it is what it is. But like I said, I'll give it 3 stars. What do you think, Elijah? What's your thoughts and what? Oh,
no.
What's your thoughts and what's your rating?
I'd probably do kind of agree with him, high 2.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean it just Hart and all them, they overshadowed it. We didn't really get to see full Austin Undertaker.
Yeah.
Because it was more on the so-called fans. It was more on them.
Yeah.
And definitely early fucking Austin 316 version. It was definitely he wasn't full on and like I said, it just there wasn't really a lot going on either. It was just more like a technical.
And when you get a double bird from a ref.
When Hafner's just like, fuck you,
But I mean, it was more technical. It wasn't like the later matches where it got really fucking.
And that's probably why I gave it a 3 instead of a 4 too. It was I want to see a knockdown, drag out fucking fight between these two, and you never got that. It really was a restraint.
Goddamn, let him wrestle.
Let him wrestle. There you go, Cornette. We got a wrestling match, and look what happened. Then
there was a spot Undertaker was going to go for old school, and Austin fucking.
It's high school right now.
Huh?
It's high school right now. Go ahead. We've been progressing each year. It's okay, now it's grade school, it's middle school, now it's
what the fuck was that called? Because I doubt
they never had a name for it. It was he's off top ropes. I mean, it wasn't until they called it old school that it actually had an official name.
We're going to see a really, really cool variation of that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's really cool, too. But we'll get to that.
But I mean, the tease. It's a tease. People watch it.
That's it,
But I mean, it was just what he was talking about. It was mainly Hart and Austin. You weren't. It was more of a continuation of that, and Undertaker was just a filler.
Yeah, he's byproduct the whole thing.
And at the same time, those types of matches and those types of are necessary for storylines.
Yes.
You can say filler match, but it's not. To me, it's not a derogatory term.
No, absolutely not. No.
I mean, I don't mean it that way. I mean, it's necessary to have those kinds of
And the fact that it's also on in your house, that helps. So, at least this isn't like Survivor Series or Roar.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's like this stuff's, you're having these wacky finishes and these little continuations.
Because we've reviewed so many matches, even in this Undertaker thing, that like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but where it's been, it's almost as if like 2 or 3 feuds kind of collide and come together, and you really don't know what to do. But it's like it's necessary to see where all that when it goes.
And in the end, I do like that more though. I like overlapping storylines. That's why I love the Attitude Era. And exactly. So, all right. So
it's not bad that they did that.
No,
it's just like the focus was more on Hart and Austin. Like Undertaker was just kind of he was just there
on the back burner.
But he was the champ, so.
So we got 2, 2, and 3. So we'll say 2.5. So 2.5 right there, guys.
I don't think you're doing your averages worth of shit.
It's not. It came like 2.333, and I'm like, I'm not doing thirds. We're not doing third stars. I refuse. I fucking refuse.
2 and 30.
You got anything else to add to this match?
I don't. I'm glad.
No, it's solid. Yeah, no. That's the thing. It's like I
feel bad giving it 2 stars, but I don't. Like I still stand by it.
Yeah.
It's like,
it definitely early Austin Undertaker, but you see where they go.
Exactly.
Over the years, like
I feel like that's gonna be everything. Yeah, each installment we get to these the rest of the trilogy and everything else is like it'll get better. It's gonna I can imagine the next Austin Taker match being a 2-star or 2.5-star match. So
because Austin, Austin, he gets better. Not saying he wasn't good here, but he gets his character and gets.
I'm still gonna say this is my favorite Austin.
Oh, right there, fair enough.
Even his I don't know, it was like his theme song even was like slower. Like it's not up to the.
When the glass was just kind of like a.
Kind of a bottle, just
All right, guys. I'm Daniel.
I'm Simon.
Elijah.
We're out of here. Oh shit! Didn't always run. Sorry. Hi. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our channel. All that good stuff you do right here on YouTube, go ahead and do it. Check out our other videos. Go to our playlist. We got episodes of TPS TV, Journey Through the Darkside. We got a new show coming out, the horror movie review with Daniel Richardson. This guy. And of course, our short film, Entropy. You can find all that and more right here on YouTube. And then check out, look at that. All of our social media right there. And we don't just, copy and paste like the same post and put it on all. No, that's ridiculous. 3 different platforms, 3 different posts. The behind the scenes stuff you see on Twitter will not be the same stuff you see on Instagram. So there you go, right there. So be sure to give us a follow and a like on all that right there. Keep up to date. Have you seen Unspeakable Acts yet? No? Come on. Pick you up the DVD right now. Links over there. Oh yeah. It's only $7. $3 shipping and handling. And of course, if you've already seen it and you haven't seen the Public Domain Dungeon yet, boom, $5 DVD right there. So 5 S&P as well. Or sorry, 3 S&P as well. So there you go. Do that. And if you got the spare change, you want to hit us up, donate a little bit over here to TPS Productions. Our Patreon is right there. Oh yeah. So that's all we. Oh my God, sorry. I'm getting fired, ain't I? Yeah, that's all we got. Thank you for watching.